Walter Wendler, president of West Texas A&M University, the heart and soul of the Texas Panhandle, and a proud member of the Texas A&M University system. It's a shotgun wedding of sorts. Families driven to homeschooling by a virus. On the planet, 1.5 billion kids are being homeschooled, according to UNESCO. Given the erratic, seemingly disorganized approach to the shifting environment of schooling, from structured classrooms to dining room tables, like the one my 5 brothers and sisters sat at, a new form of homeschooling has emerged. Necessity is the mother of invention. We weren't homeschooling, we were doing homework. Our mother watched to ensure we abided. Many parents are frustrated and are looking at the concept of homeschooling given the unpredictable future. But published reports of varying degrees of scientific dependability are clear. Homeschooling is not for everybody. Dedicated, well-prepared teachers in public schools have had their patience stretched thin. The George Lucas Educational Foundation affirms the frustration of this scenario. It is nearly impossible for even the most committed school administrators and teachers to keep pace in the ceaselessly changing world of pandemic guidance, rules and regulations with no clarity for the future. This is not a criticism of our public schools. Our university wrestles with the same swarm of challenging circumstances. Homeschooling has been rising in the nation for many years, in almost all cases. The worldview of parents and perceived school effectiveness influences decisions. No matter the political persuasion, religious beliefs, ethnicity, or socioeconomic status, a more fundamental exercise of parental responsibility in a free society doesn't exist. Parents are responsible for the education of their children. School choices in its diverse manifestations make sense when parents are concerned about the vitality of educational experience and intellectual, emotional, and vocational progress towards a healthy and self-reliant form of citizenship. The cause-effect relationships and realities presented to families by the coronavirus pandemic will lead to many people experimenting and assessing the value of homeschooling. The results will vary widely, but educational outcomes in every school setting, in the nation and in every community, under every modality and disparate circumstances, vary markedly from school to school already, from class to class, teacher to teacher, family to family, and student to student. This is a business of educating people, and we're all different. For universities, adapting has been difficult, a pounding headache for me, to be sure. The after effects of COVID-19 will soon show on college campuses. Flexibility by everyone in every direction is absolutely essential. Pandemic-driven homeschooling offered no choice at all when the public schools closed 5 months ago and many parents shifted to crisis schooling. Families did their best to homeschool and accommodate, following good advice, but they were forced. They may now intentionally shift to homeschooling in one of its sundry forms. 50 years ago, a university could accurately predict the student body composition. No more. While the national canvas is painted differently from region to region, state to state, and school district to school district, college-goers were still fairly monolithic. Ethnicities, national origins, high school achievement, and even standardized test scores were fairly easily predicted by zip code. There was consistency and essentially 2 choices, a public school or a private school setting. The pandemic created complex choices and a new movement of parents taking educational matters into their own hands, and it is likely to grow. While West Texas A&M University has various programs to support a diverse student population, they are not enough. A new vitality will be directed towards homeschooled graduates in the WT way, head on. To remain relevant to the changing preparation and experience of new students, unknown levels of flexibility, attention to detail, and a willingness to treat students' interests and abilities one by one will drive a personalized approach to college readiness and college attendance. Possibly the most compelling aspect of COVID-19 has brought to the forefront for the general public is the nature of hybridized educational experiences. A student could have courses from homeschooling, a public or private school, on campus or online courses originating at public or private schools, and massively open online courses, work experience credit, military service credit, and a host of other educational experience. These all contribute to the full development of human potential when taken as a whole. But even then, it's complex to understand from a college admissions standpoint. Our goal at West Texas A&M University will be to treat each student's educational experience as unique. Personalized service will define a response to public universities in the coming years, thanks in part to COVID-19. It's a new world, a new way, but it's always WT. On, Buffaloes.